In tonight's special report, some call them an 80s band, others say they're white man's reggae. Whatever the case, UB40 is one of the most successful bands in modern history, selling more than 60 million albums. The secret to their ongoing success? That's what KMIR6 anchor Tom Jordan wanted to find out in his new full-length documentary, Keep on Moving, The UB40 Story. Here's KMIR6's Gina Lamont with the story.
Who you fighting for?
They're best known for their mega hits like Red, Red Wine, I Got You, Babe, and I Can't Help Falling in Love. Now, UB40 not only makes another trek around the world, but they're the subject of a new documentary, Keep on Moving, The UB40 Story. The executive producer, KMIR6 evening news anchor Tom Jordan.
I kind of was going back, checking up on them and wondering why they weren't back in the States. And I made some inquiries and I found out why, and I thought, well, this would be an interesting story. And that grew into, well, how did this band, who is almost 30 years now, going strong year after year, playing sold-out concerts all over the world, and it's the same original 8 members, how did they achieve this kind of success? They've sold 60 million records plus, and most bands would only dream of doing that. So what's their secret? That turned into a longer and longer story, and hence now it's a documentary.
UB40 may have come from some of the poorest areas of Birmingham, but their music has taken them all over the world, played all different...
For 2 years, Tom followed UB40 to places like Los Angeles, San Diego, Las Vegas, and London, England's Royal Albert Hall. That's where the band was joined by the likes of Eric Clapton, John Mayer, and Roger Daltrey. Yeah, now you got to meet some pretty big rock stars along the way yourself that obviously were fans of UB40.
It worked out perfectly because as we were recording UB40 in rehearsals and in the studio, Roger Daltrey walks in to...
Roger Daltrey of The Who.
Of The Who, the lead singer of The Who, walks in to their Birmingham studios in England to rehearse with the band for an upcoming concert in London. They thought, this is perfect. You know, we just happen to be here. And this is the first time ever playing with Roger Daltrey. So we asked Roger if we can interview him about UB40. He said, absolutely. Eric Clapton shows up, John Mayer shows up, and it's just this huge party.
Tom Jordan also followed the band while they headlined their first Reggae Sunsplash tour, a tour that started in Jamaica, traveled throughout the United States. So what prompts a man known for representing hard news stories each weeknight to devote a huge chunk of time to telling the story of a pop reggae band?
This started off as kind of a piece on immigration reform, immigration restrictions, and how since 9/11 these restrictions were affecting people who travel for a living, like musicians.
Sure.
UB40 travels worldwide and they travel for a living, and they were not allowed back in the States because back at some point one of the band members was arrested for intent to sell marijuana.
Marijuana and a reggae band. What are the odds?
You know, go figure. I don't know how they caught on to this, but somehow they found out that they smoked pot. UB40 was somewhat understanding of it, but at the same time, they had posed no threat, and they hired all sorts of lawyers to fight this battle. So it was a 6-7 year battle. They're finally allowed back in the States now, and they've been touring here for a couple years.
Well, the world premiere of Tom Jordan's Keep on Moving, the UB40 Story, will be held this Thursday, June 21st at the Camelot Theaters in Palm Springs. Showtime is 7:30 and tickets are $15, only $15. Call Camelot Theater at 760-325-6565 for tickets or more information. You can also visit our website at KMIR6.com. And here he is, folks, Tom Jordan. So that's where you were every time you took a night off.
I would leave in the morning, and I'd come back at night and be here, and then I'd go back to England in the morning time. No, I'm just kidding. No, I took some time off. I took a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
And so you're going to go.
Absolutely.
Thursday night, Sam's going to go. A bunch of people here are going to go. And we hope to see you there as well. Thursday night, 7:30.
A true labor of love.
Labor of love, that's
Tom's
right.
heart and soul is in this documentary. It's really great.
It took me 2 years, didn't it?
Yeah.
A long time coming.
It's very good. Sam Argier will join us after the break with your full lifestyle forecast.
That's right, but first, here's a look at who's coming up on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Stay with us.